Everyone, I personally dug into the shocking situation, where a completely powered-off smartphone was secretly eavesdropping on our most private conversations. Did you notice the creepy fact that one single mobile phone left at your bedside was stealing even the sound of your breathing to a massive server? Security experts strongly warn that this is not a simple error, but a meticulous deception by giant corporations to destroy human privacy. When I dismantled the whistleblower documents, obtained by the White Hacker Alliance, an unimaginably massive amount of voice data was being collected without permission. How on earth can an unidentified microphone wake up by itself in a disconnected black screen and eavesdrop on our daily lives so elaborately? This is the most obvious and terrifying evidence that the most familiar device we purchased has degenerated into a perfect spy collecting our weaknesses. I will show you the reality of this creepy backdoor program I persistently tracked and the ugly concealment conspiracy of big tech companies. We must realize that the digital security network we trusted might be a transparent glass room left open by someone to monitor our daily lives. Now please carefully step right into the cold and massive cybercrime scene, where breathtaking tension lingers continuously with me today. To accurately grasp the principle of this fatal voice collection, I thoroughly scoured the background processes of the latest devices today. Surprisingly, I discovered that the power off button only blocks the screen light, while power is still supplied to the special chipset inside. Hackers knew this serious security vulnerability too well to turn on the microphone, even offline, by cleverly using this hidden standby power. When I directly tracked the data flow of the device, recording files collected at dawn were transmitted to the main data center without permission. Everyone, can you vividly picture this creepy extreme situation where the device in your pocket breathes alone in the dark and records your sleep talking? During the time we fell into a deep sleep after a tiring day, an intelligence operation to extract our secrets was quietly proceeding in the room. What is even more baffling is that since this data is transmitted, highly encrypted, general antivirus software can never find even a single trace of it. In other words, companies have been holding their breath so that the illegal collection network is not discovered, waiting for a perfect surveillance network. Checking these vast offline transmission logs with my own eyes, I was fiercely engulfed in extreme anxiety and massive fear that froze my spine. If the control of this microphone falls to malicious hackers, I have absolutely no idea what kind of gruesome privacy leak disaster will occur. However, as I dug deeper into the utilization of data collected by trampling on this harsh security ethics, a true surprise burst out unexpectedly. When I directly dismantled the complex structure of the next-generation artificial intelligence server they built, it was truly amazing and creepy. This system was designed on a massive scale, with a completely different dimension of data processing from the simple voice recognition level we knew. Shockingly, a massive deep learning pipeline was swallowing the daily conversations of hundreds of millions of people in real time, learning perfectly. As soon as the voice file arrives, it decomposes it into millions of language patterns and instantly finds invisible psychological weaknesses and consumption trends. Everyone, isn't this reality amazing, where all the conversations we casually shed are used as fertilizer to make a smart artificial intelligence? This is a terrifying result created by humanity's best deep learning technology, where tech companies broke the boundaries of truth before we noticed. When I ran the voice imitation simulation of this state-of-the-art artificial intelligence, a hollow laugh and deep exclamation flowed out of my mouth at once. I felt exactly as if it relentlessly sucked in a unique human soul and cloned a perfect and attractive virtual personality inside a cold machine device. But this is absolutely not the end of this terrifying story. Hiding behind the convenient digital ecosystem we casually use every single day, behind this great technology, a tremendous contradiction and cruel paradox that makes my blood boil, is securely and definitely hidden without a doubt. Behind the flashy marketing of companies strictly promising personal information protection, an absurd situation occurs where private conversations are traded. When I directly compared the user terms and actual guidelines, the toxic clauses justifying collection under the pretext of protection sat much more massively. Ironically, the smart secretary introduced by humanity for the convenience of life has degenerated into the most fatal watcher that eventually strangles us. Isn't it truly absurd that the kind hand promising to protect your privacy is abused as a perfect thief's tool to steal your deepest secrets today? I face this cold and cruel paradox of technology, where we had to fiercely walk right into the middle of the hell called surveillance for our own safety. It was a dismal situation where I felt so heartbroken that I could only stare blankly at this hypocritical terms. Monitor in front of me for a long time. The endless selfishness of humans, where sweet candy, named innovation, is used as a strong weapon to hide the truth, approaches me terrifyingly today. It breaks my heart that two blades of protection and exploitation are bizarrely hidden inside that smooth screen we touch every day without knowing. By the way, while intensively analyzing these vast hacking logs, one of the heaviest questions that never left my mind took a definite shape today. I firmly believe that you, who are listening to my story, are harboring the exact same reasonable doubt and strange curiosity strongly by now. Why did massive manufacturers secretly plant such offline collection backdoors only in the highest grade? Flagship smartphone models we purchase? When I desperately traced back the data timeline by model and the target advertising matching ratio, a strange mystery that is hard to understand unfolded. Shockingly, under the pretext of improving performance, they actually set up a route to indiscriminately suck up the sensitive information of the wealthy class. Why did this massive organization become so terrifyingly frantic to gamble with consumers' daily lives by manipulating software, risking massive criticism? There must certainly be a much larger and more tremendous purpose of information monopoly hidden behind the dark background of this bizarre collection policy. I raised a strong question whether a simple voice recognition improvement strategy might be secretly connected to a backroom deal with the global ad market. The deeper I dig, the more terrified I become of the deep abyss of this deception scenario and curious about the true hidden commercial value of its real target. Leaving behind all this massive mystery and fierce technological battle, there are other true protagonists of the tragedy that break my heart the most. The people who will bear the damage of this terrible privacy. Leak and uncontrollable data theft are ordinary smartphone users deprived of their rights. When I directly checked the cases of citizens whose secret conversations were leaked and became victims of targeted ads, countless people were appealing. The trembling shouts of those who sighed in anger that someone was eavesdropping on them even in the bedroom. They firmly believed to be safe still ring in my ears. Under the flashy title of smart innovation, how incredibly heavy and dismal must the shoulders of those who have to endure the violence of surveillance be? The fact that our ordinary and comfortable daily lives could become terrible victims of massive algorithms at any time pierces my heart so painfully today. I deeply realized how precarious and helpless it is to entrust our secrets to the power status of a microphone and live under the name of tech development. This cold ecosystem reality, where our society's privacy is held hostage entirely by a single line of command. Code comes to me so resentfully and infinitely sadly. I firmly believe that you will also deeply sympathize with this profound helplessness and sorrow I feel while looking at this terrifying surveillance network monitor, leaving behind all this massive mystery and fierce technological battle. There are other true protagonists of the tragedy that break my heart the most. The people who will bear the damage of this terrible privacy. Leak and uncontrollable data theft are ordinary smartphone users deprived of their rights. When I directly checked the cases of citizens whose secret conversations were leaked and became victims of targeted ads, countless people were appealing. The trembling shouts of those who sighed in anger that someone was eavesdropping on them even in the bedroom. They firmly believed to be safe still ring in my ears. Under the flashy title of smart innovation, how incredibly heavy and dismal must the shoulders of those who have to endure the violence of surveillance be? The fact that our ordinary and comfortable daily lives could become terrible victims of massive algorithms at any time pierces my heart so painfully today. I deeply realized how precarious and helpless it is to entrust our secrets to the power status of a microphone and live under the name of tech development. This cold ecosystem reality, where our society's privacy is held hostage entirely by a single line of command. Code comes to me so resentfully and infinitely sadly. I firmly believe that you will also deeply sympathize with this profound helplessness and sorrow. I feel while looking at this terrifying surveillance network monitor.